Hemingway.
All right, everyone. Jayla Hemingway is next.
Jayla, what's it like having thousands of school kids chanting your name?
It's very exciting. You know, it's loud and it's a really fun environment to play in. It's always one of my favorite games of the season.
What do you like out of your team so far?
You know, I just feel like we're, just have each other's backs. You know, we out there on the court, it's important to have good trust and, be able to have good team chemistry. So it's been really fun playing with everyone.
Jayla, the offense first half kind of struggled. JJ went out with 2 early fouls. I'm sure that played some kind of role, but was there anything else that was it just because of the early morning start, or just took a while to get going? Or
Sometimes, shots don't fall and, we have to make adjustments and be able to get stops on the other end. So, I feel like we could blame it on the early morning, but I think, sometimes it just takes a minute to get going.
How was the early morning for you?
I'm not a morning person, but it wasn't that bad, I feel like once you get up and get going and, get your body ready for the game, it's not that bad.
How'd you set your alarm?
Like 5:15.
You've seen your role grow, that's a little tough to say, through the last few years. You've been in the starting lineup for a couple of years, but now it seems like you're really taking on a leadership spot in the starting five. Where have you kind of grown in that sense, and do you feel you're ready to kind of take on that responsibility?
Yeah, I just, want us to have a really good season this year. I want us to be able to go really far in the postseason. And, in order to do that, it takes everybody. So I just want to be able to do whatever I can to contribute and help my team win at the end of the day.
Yeah, you guys have obviously, through 2 games now, have forced a lot of turnovers. But the threes haven't really gone in at a great rate, and rebounds have been kind of even. So through these 2 games as a whole, what's worked, what hasn't worked, what needs to get better?
Our shots not falling. We kind of we try to make adjustments just by, getting stops on the defensive end. I feel like that's the best way to get your offense going. It's just getting turnovers and getting things in transition. So I feel like once we, start doing that some more, we'll be able to get more shots to fall in the half court.
You guys had a couple plays in a row almost where you had a semi-fast break opportunity. You were throwing the ball down into the paint, and a couple of them were to Savannah, and they were just a little too long, and you guys couldn't catch them, and then it was like a really easy turnover that you gave up. How did that affect you guys? And then in the second half, you kind of weren't doing that kind of thing.
Yeah, we really wanted to put an emphasis on, like I said, getting in transition just because, some of our shots weren't falling as much in the half court, but the most important thing is taking care of the ball first so you can get a shot. So I think just taking care of the ball and being able to go in transition and do it while not turning it over is really important.
Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. Rebounding usually was one of the first stats that Mike would kind of look at. In this system, how much is rebounding a focus? I mean, is it still, or maybe it's not quite as big as what it once was?
Oh, yeah. Coach P's always on us about, finish the play. Make sure when we're on defense, we get the ball first before we can go on offense. So that's also an adjustment we need to make, going forward.
Anything else for Jayla? All right, thank you.
Thank you.